Helping people to live independently in their home during their later years is all about managing risk and vulnerability. It's making their house safe through common sense measures in order to prevent accidents. To help an older person live safely at home can mean taking some sensible precautions. For example, rearrange the furniture, make sure the walkways are free of clutter, especially free of cords and wires, because those are a trip hazard. But generally just have a look around and tidy up those cords and wires. Look at a person's footwear, ill-fitting slippers. Well, that can also lead to people slipping and tripping. And then there's the issue of alarms. A smoke alarm, a working smoke alarm on every floor in a person's house. And then there are personal alarms connected to a 24-hour centre, so there's always help at hand. One of the things that people often forget is that bedrooms themselves can be hazardous areas. Trailing bed sheets, covers, can be a trip hazard, so it makes a lot of sense to make that bed as soon as possible, tucking away all those sheets and covers. At night, well, common sense says have a torch available, but also a bedside light makes sense, possibly even a bedside light with a night light that will gently illuminate the room, thereby reducing the risk of accident. For an older person living independently, the kitchen can be a particularly hazardous area, so we need some common sense measures. So why not have a notice alerting people to the hot water tap, reminding them to turn the cooker off? Why not rearrange the food and the household utensils on those shelves? You don't want people trying to get onto a stool or reaching up if they don't have to. Put a non-slip mat by the sink, because obviously that's a slippery area, it's a water hazard, so enabling them to do the washing up still, keeping their independence. Older people can lose confidence when they're in the bathroom because they're slippery areas because of all the water that's around. So ensure that you have handrails by the shower, by the toilet and by the bath to ensure that people can keep their balance as they negotiate their way around the room. Ensure that the paths are free of leaves and overhanging plants. In the autumn in particular, be aware of fallen leaves, because that's a slip hazard. In the winter, be aware of ice. So always be watchful when the weather is bad. For some older people, in their later years, their memories are not as good as they once were. So it's important to move now to consider memory aids and memory advice, such as a place for everything and everything in its place. Put labels on the outside of cupboards, identifying what's in that cupboard behind the door. Have calendars, notepads, diaries, clocks, all working up to date and accurate. A routine makes a lot of sense because then life is predictable and the person isn't relying on a memory that's letting them down. Have phone numbers of families, friends, the emergency services by the telephone because that gives everybody peace of mind.
This video is intended for general information only, and it does not replace the need for personal advice from a qualified health professional.